A Foundation of Faith, Early Life and Catholic Upbringing. Dr. Daniel McBride was raised in a devout Catholic home, where faith was not just a part of life, but the very essence of it. Faith was woven into the fabric of his life, influencing every decision and action. He attended Catholic school, where he was immersed in religious education and participated in various church activities. Through Sunday school and church teachings, he learned about God's love and the teachings of Jesus Christ, which became the cornerstone of his beliefs. As a young boy, Dr. McBride embraced his faith with sincerity, finding joy and purpose in his religious practices. He found comfort in its rituals and traditions, which provided a sense of stability and community. He sought solace in prayer, often turning to it in times of need and reflection. However, as he grew older, questions began to arise in his mind, challenging the very foundation of his beliefs. Some doctrines seemed difficult to reconcile with reason, leading him to seek deeper understanding. He began to grapple with complex theological concepts, spending countless hours studying and reflecting. These questions, though initially faint, would continue to echo in his heart, shaping his journey of faith and understanding. The scientific mind, neuroscience, and the pursuit of truth. In the quest to understand the human brain, scientists have embarked on a journey that intertwines curiosity, dedication, and an unyielding pursuit of knowledge. Dr. McBride's inquisitive nature led him to pursue a career in neuroscience. From a young age, he was captivated by the mysteries of the mind and the potential to unlock its secrets. He was fascinated by the intricacies of the human brain. The complex network of neurons, the synaptic connections, and the brain's ability to process information and emotions intrigued him deeply. He dedicated himself to research and study, seeking to unravel the mysteries of consciousness and cognition. His days were filled with experiments, data analysis, and endless hours in the lab. As his scientific knowledge grew, so too did his thirst for truth. He realized that every discovery led to more questions, fueling his passion even further. He approached his work with rigor and a commitment to empirical evidence. Each hypothesis was tested meticulously, and every result was scrutinized to ensure accuracy. The more he delved into the complexities of the brain, the more he marveled at the wonders of creation. The brain's ability to adapt, learn, and evolve was nothing short of miraculous. Yet his scientific pursuits did not diminish his innate spirituality. Instead, they complemented it, providing a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. Instead, they fueled his desire to find a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. Dr. McBride's journey in neuroscience was not just about the brain. It was about exploring the very essence of existence and the profound mysteries that lie beyond. Seeds of Doubt, Unanswered Questions, and the Limitations of Faith. Despite his devotion to his faith, Dr. McBride found himself grappling with a growing sense of unease. Certain aspects of Catholic dogma remained perplexing. The concept of the Trinity, in particular, seemed difficult to reconcile with his understanding of God's oneness. He sought answers from priests and theologians. He immersed himself in religious texts, but his questions persisted, leaving him feeling intellectually and spiritually unfulfilled. Dr. McBride yearned for a faith that resonated with both his heart and his mind. He was torn between his lifelong beliefs and his burgeoning scientific worldview. A Bridge in Scripture, Discovering the Scientific Verses of the Quran. One day, a colleague shared a book with Dr. McBride. It was a gift that would change his perspective forever. It was an English translation of the Quran, a text he had heard of but never explored in depth. Intrigued by the gesture and the book itself, he began to read it with an open mind, eager to understand its contents. He was immediately struck by the Quran's rational and straightforward approach to understanding God, which was unlike anything he had encountered before. As he delved deeper into the text, he stumbled upon something extraordinary. Verses that seem to align with modern scientific discoveries, descriptions of embryonic development, the expansion of the universe, and the intricate details of the cosmos. The nature of light, its speed, and its properties resonated deeply with his scientific training and understanding. He was astonished by the Quran's accuracy, centuries ahead of its time. It was as if the text was speaking directly to his scientific mind. This discovery ignited a spark of curiosity within him, compelling him to explore further. He began to cross-reference the Quranic verses with modern scientific literature, finding more and more correlations that left him in awe. Dr. McBride's journey had just begun, and he was eager to uncover more of the Quran's hidden scientific gems. Section 5. The Resonance of Reason. Finding Logic and Clarity in Islamic Theology. Dr. McBride was particularly drawn to Islam's emphasis on Tawheed, the oneness of God. This concept, so eloquently articulated in the Quran, resonated profoundly with his own logical reasoning. He found solace in the simplicity and purity of submitting to one God, without intermediaries. The Quran's teachings on the purpose of life, the importance of knowledge, and the interconnectedness of all creation spoke to him on a fundamental level. He found answers to questions that had long troubled him. The clarity and rationality of Islamic theology provided a framework that satisfied both his intellect and his spirit. Section 6. Embracing Islam. A neuroscientist's journey of conversion. After months of study and reflection, Dr. McBride made the life-altering decision to embrace Islam. It was not a decision he took lightly. He understood the gravity of his choice. But the more he learned about Islam, the more convinced he became that this was the path to truth. His conversion was a deeply personal experience, marked by a profound sense of peace and purpose. He embraced the 5 pillars of Islam. He found joy in prayer and fasting. He felt a newfound connection to God and a sense of belonging within the global Muslim community. Section 7. Navigating Change. Family, Friends, and the Ripple Effects of Faith. Dr. McBride's conversion was met with mixed reactions from his family and friends. Some were supportive and understanding. They respected his decision to follow his conscience. Others struggled to comprehend his choice. They expressed concern and confusion. His colleagues in the scientific community also had varied responses. Some were intrigued by his journey. They engaged him in thoughtful discussions about science and faith. Others were skeptical or dismissive. Dr. McBride faced these challenges with patience and understanding, recognizing that such reactions were often rooted in fear and misinformation. Section 8. Building Bridges. Interfaith Dialogue and the Promotion of Understanding. Determined to foster greater understanding between faiths, Dr. McBride became an advocate for interfaith dialogue. He participated in conferences and panels. He shared his story with openness and honesty. He emphasized the common ground between Islam and other religions, particularly in their shared values of compassion, justice, and service to humanity. He believed that by building bridges of communication and understanding, we could overcome prejudice and foster a more harmonious world. He inspired others to look beyond stereotypes and embrace the richness of human diversity. His work helped to break down barriers and promote a more inclusive and compassionate society. Section 9. The Harmony of Science and Faith. A testament to Dr. McBride's journey. Dr. McBride's journey from Catholicism to Islam is a powerful testament to the compatibility of science and faith. His story demonstrates that intellectual curiosity and spiritual exploration can coexist and enrich one another. It highlights the importance of approaching faith with an open mind and a willingness to question. His experience underscores the idea that science can illuminate our understanding of the divine. Just as the Quran's scientific verses resonated with Dr. McBride's scientific training, so too can scientific discoveries inspire awe and wonder at the complexity and beauty of creation. Section 10. An Invitation to Explore. Embracing Curiosity and the Search for Truth. Dr. McBride's story is an inspiration to us all. It encourages us to approach our own beliefs with a critical yet open mind. It reminds us that the search for truth is a journey, not a destination. We should never be afraid to ask questions. We should always be open to new perspectives. His journey is a testament to the transformative power of knowledge and the importance of seeking understanding. It is a call to embrace our curiosity, to question our assumptions,